Blog Talk Radio.
Looking like the summertime in the wintertime. The perfect time to put the top down on the ride. Cruising for malls that ain't filled up with these long lines. It's palm trees, feel the breeze, but the day and night. Everybody trying to buy like it's Black Friday, like they don't mind. But this is the season for giving. But California living makes it that much better, right? I was on the East Coast for a year. Ain't no way you see me on the beach this time of year. But now I'm back home, Santa Claus hat sipping on my dome. West Coast, that's the throne, oversee it like a drone. Yeah, but the city ain't all I know. Class canceled cause of snow. Back at Howard, I would know. But this is my California A. And this is Christmas around my way. Outside it ain't even that cold. Got down no snow. Cali, baby, Cali.
What's up, everyone? Thank you for rocking with your girl, none other than your host, Tanisha Davis, here on Stardom 100 Radio. It has been such an amazing season on Stardom 100 Radio. Before we get started, I want each and every one of the listeners to please go and subscribe to Stardom 100 Radio now on iTunes. Also, be sure to follow us on iHeartRadio. Again, I'm so super excited. We've had a really great year. So tonight, sadly, we're wrapping up our podcast season, our second season. But don't be scared, don't be worried, don't be sad and all that good stuff. You still can go and keep up with us and catch up with any of the exclusive interviews that you may have missed, our dope topics, by, again, following us on iHeartRadio and subscribing to us on iTunes. That's Stardom 100 Radio, STARRDOM 100 Radio. Again, this has been an awesome year. Like, really, I give all praise and honor to God because He is who has made this year is so amazing. I'm so grateful for all of the amazing people who have been on the show, who have rocked with us, all the actors, all the talented artists that have been on the show. This has really been a really blessed season. And it's truly encouraging to be able to be in the midst of so many great, talented individuals and to hear them share their stories with us. It is just beautiful. So I'm super excited that we had the pleasure and the honor of having so many great people on the show. I mean, just last night we had motivational speaker Trent Shelton. Earlier yesterday we had comedian Philip Hudson. We've had so many amazing, talented people. You all, like I said, be sure to go and just do a recap. Be like, hey, let me go catch up and see who else has been on the show this year. Like I said, it's been truly a blessing, and I'm so excited. I don't know about you all, but I am super excited to see what 2019 is bringing for Stardom 100 Radio. I mean, I just think it's going to be a lot of dope stuff kicking off, and I'm looking forward. I'm truly excited. Going into the new year, everyone has a New Year's resolution. You have all these plans for what you're going to do for the New Year's, and I'm just super excited that, we're on iTunes, we're on iHeart, we're making so we're just doing bigger things, and I'm super excited about that. So shout out to iHeartRadio. Shout out to Apple, iTunes, for rocking with us, and thank you to all of the amazing listeners. Like, thank you for tuning in, because, of course, this show could not be possible if you all were not tuned in and listening and supporting us. So I'm so, so grateful. So, again, thank you. I'm truly honored that you have been tuning in with us all year to each of these amazing interviews. And next year we're just going to do it bigger and better. So I'm super excited. Again, be sure to go and subscribe to our iTunes page. Leave a rating, leave a review. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know what you think about the interview. We want to hear your thoughts. We want your feedback. This is a podcast that's dedicated to the people. We don't want to just be making it all about us. We want to know how you all feel as well. So, again, I just wanted to say thank you, for rocking with us for the whole year 2018. And look forward to 2019 because it's going to be dope. It's going to be really, really, really dope. I mean, we're going to have a lot of new faces, new talents on board. So you definitely do not want to miss it. You definitely want to stay tuned to keep up with what we have going on. And I'm just happy, God has been really good. He really has. He's been really, really good, and you can't help but just be grateful and at the same time humble, such a humble spirit. And in all things, be humble, never get beside yourself. Never get to the place where, things start to go to your head. Always stay humble, always keep a humble spirit about anything that's happening in your life, and you can be happy. It doesn't mean don't be happy, don't be excited and whatever. Just stay humble, humble about it, because what I've learned is that things can be taken away from you in a matter of seconds, So during this holiday season, just keep a humble spirit. More importantly, reach out to some of your friends, your family that you haven't talked to in a while, that you haven't heard from. So much is happening around the holiday season. Suicide rates are the highest, around the holidays because people are depressed, they're going through, and, you just never know what someone's dealing with or what they have going on. People have their bills are behind, just all kind of issues. So, like, call someone, check on them, see how they're doing. If you haven't talked to them in a while, just hit them up. Be like, hey, just call to check on you, see how you're doing, because it's so important because so much is happening, in our society. And sometimes it's because this can be such a selfish generation, Sometimes we just think about ourselves. It's like, if it ain't about me, I'm not worried about it. Sometimes people have an attitude. If it ain't got nothing to do with me, I ain't worried about it. But, you do need to be worried about other people. You do need to be concerned about other people. So this holiday season, go check on someone that you haven't talked to in a while. If it's a cousin, sister, brother, uncle, aunt, somebody, grandma, definitely your grandparents. Go check on them. Make sure they're okay. Rest in peace to my great-grandmother. And, oh, my God, that was my world. Wish I could go visit her for the holidays. Wish she was still here, So if you have grandparents, God bless you. Please go spend some time with them. Absorb some knowledge. Get some of that knowledge they have, take it in. And going into the new year, I know like I said earlier, we always set these goals. We have these goals, and there's nothing wrong with these goals. But make sure that you're setting obtainable goals that, you can go ahead and knock them out, more so your short-term goals. Go ahead and be realistic and keep it real with yourself. Sometimes we set goals and we know we don't have no intentions of fulfilling them goals, but it sounds good. It sounds good. It sounds real good. But, but anyway, no, I'm not trying to knock y'all goals. If you want to go visit the moon, if that's one of your goals, go do your thing, you know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, no, set goals for yourself and just make sure you achieve them. Try your best because we'll give it 24 hours in a day. We can knock these goals out that we're setting for ourselves. We can achieve so much with 24 hours in a day. So, make it your business to just go super hard in 2019 like you've never went before. I already wrote my list of some things that I'm going to do. So, no, I'm not going to share my list with y'all. I'm not going to let y'all know. But, no, I've already wrote my list. So, you all, go hard for the things that you want to do. If you're trying to lose weight, man, go lose that weight. Take it a step at a time, but knock it down. Change up how you diet. And, if you planning to be at the freaking BET Awards next year on the red carpet, you got time. You got time right now to make that happen. Put your money to the side. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and make it happen because you can do anything you put your mind to. If it's something you really, really want to do, you can do it. You can make it happen. It's all about keep going. Don't quit. Don't give up. We hear it said so often, but it's the fact that you just have to keep going. Don't give up. Don't quit. Don't give up on yourself, And it gets hard, especially for my entrepreneurs. Oh, my God. Oh, it is so hard sometimes because you don't always have that support, or maybe you don't see the support. Let's say that. Let's say you don't see the support. You may not have the likes. You may not have as many people buying your product. You may not have that many people tuning in to your live videos and so forth. So you feel like, man, nobody's paying me any attention. This sucks. I'm about to give up. I'm done. Back to the 9 to 5. Keep going. Keep going. Because eventually it's going to pay off. You can set a destination and you'll get there eventually. It may take some time. You may have to stop on the road and get gas. You may have to stop and use the bathroom. You may have to stop and get some snacks, But eventually you're going to get to your destination if you keep going. And that's what life is all about. It's a journey. We all have all kind of little things that kind of come and get in our way while we're headed towards our goals. But don't let those things hinder you. Don't let those things stop you. Keep moving forward. Don't let anybody stop you from obtaining those goals that you set for yourself for next year. Don't procrastinate. I know I've been guilty of procrastinating at times. So don't procrastinate. Push yourself. If it means getting up early or going to sleep a little later, push yourself to achieve your goals. If you can go give someone 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, whatever your shift is on a job, you can give 8 hours to yourself. Because, again, there's 24 hours in a day. So that means you have a lot of time, to invest in yourself and in your dream. Also a really great site for my entrepreneurs who need work done. Maybe you don't have the time to do some of these things. Go check out this site called Fiverr, Fiverr, I believe. I believe it's Fiverr, Fiv. I think it's Fiverr. I'm sorry. Go check out that site. They help you with logos. They help you if you want to just create maybe a video for your brand. Little small things to help you promote your business. It's a really, really great site to go check out. So that can kind of help you out as far as eliminating a little bit of the stress that comes with trying to do everything yourself, because some of us, we're our own team. It's like a one-man band. We do everything, and that can be stressful at times. So, pay a little money here and there and get things taken care of that you need, whether it's getting a website built, getting an app made, whatever. Go check out that site, Fiverr.com, and get that taken care of. So that's just a little tip to help out my entrepreneurs who are just overwhelmed with trying to do everything by themselves. So, again, whatever you do, just keep going. Don't give up on yourself, and stay encouraged. Remember to love yourself. Love yourself. It's so important to love yourself. I know sometimes we get so caught up in caring about everybody else, and we forget to care about ourselves. So take a little time out to love on you. So give yourself some time throughout the day to just love on you, whether you go meditate for a few minutes, do some yoga, go running, whatever. Take a little time out for yourself. Don't spend so much time dedicating so much of you and pouring so much of you into everybody else until you're practically empty. Give yourself some time to refill, to be able to be the best you that you can be. Don't wear yourself out. And also to the parents, I know Christmas is coming and y'all stressed out. Stop it. Do not stress yourself out for the holidays. You ain't got it. And trust me, that child will still be appreciative of whatever you get them. If you raise them up right, let me say that, if you raise them up right, they will be appreciative of the gift that you get them regardless. If they don't get that $300, $400 game that they want or that they see being advertised on TV, I'm sure they'll be just as grateful for the little $70, $80 game. So don't stress yourself out. I know sometimes we as parents, we tend to just go nuts, during the holidays, and people get in debt, and, you got to pay all that debt back. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Take it easy. Don't stress yourself out. And for the single moms out there and single fathers as well, I'm not leaving you all out. If you're in a season where you don't have it, you don't have a job right now, your bank account's on low, very low, you just ain't got it. Maybe this season was not a good season for you. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you wanted to get your kids something, but you just don't have it. Do not stress yourself out, okay? Take some time to talk to your kids or reach out to family members and see if maybe they can help you out with getting gifts for your kids. But if no one helps you out, if all you got is you, honey, just talk to your kids, pray, and trust God, because He is a God of miracles. He is a God of miracles. I want to share a brief testimony, and then I'm going to let you all go, because I know that you're tuned in and you all probably have things to do. But I want to share a testimony, and like I said, this is for single moms, single dads right now who probably don't have a job and you're stressed out. Again, like I said, God works miracles. A long time ago, some years ago, I'm a single mother. So I was in a situation where my lights had got turned off. And we're talking a week before Christmas. Christmas is coming. My lights are off. I don't have a job. So this is like a really, really rough patch in my life. I didn't have a job, and my lights had just got turned off. I had managed to borrow $100 from a friend. And so I'm at the power company, and I'm like, hey, can you all turn the lights back on? I have $100. Christmas is coming in a week. I don't want to be in the dark for Christmas with my daughter. And so the lady was like, I'm sorry, man, we got to have the full payment. If you don't give us the full payment, I'm sorry, we can't turn your lights back on. And so I'm like, ma'am, can you get a supervisor? Can you get someone, because I have 100, and I know my bill is this amount, but I really, really need my lights back on because Christmas is a week away, and I don't want my daughter, enjoying Christmas in the dark. So the lady was like, I'm sorry, I just can't. So at this time, I'm emotional because I'm thinking, what am I going to do? My daughter is going to bring in Christmas in the dark. It's going to be cold. What am I going to do? So let me tell you how amazing God is. That's why I said don't stress, because God is a God of miracles. While I'm standing there in line, tears coming out of my eyes, I'm holding this $100 in my hand, my fist is balled up. I'm just like clueless, as to what's going to happen next, And as I'm about to leave the line, a lady comes up, white lady comes up from behind me, and she says, how much is her bill? She tells the lady, how much is her bill? So the lady tells her how much the bill is. And so she says, I'll pay her bill so that you can turn her lights back on. She says, I pay the full amount that she owes on her light bill. Will you turn her lights on today? And so the lady said, yes, we'll take it. By this time, I'm looking like, oh, my goodness, I'm super shocked. Like, my eyes are running in tears, I'm like super shocked. I'm like, oh, my God, who is this lady? Where did she come from? And I'm looking behind me. I'm seeing people's faces are, like, in complete shock, like a line full of people, and they're just staring, like, in shock. Even the lady, the clerk, is just in shock, like, wow, So she pulls out her checkbook, and she's like, I'm ready to check. And the lady's like, oh, sorry, we don't take a check. So I'm like, like, okay, like, she's trying to pay my bill. Come on, like, So she takes out a check, and so they're like, we don't take a check. Yeah, she's like, okay, I'll pay cash. So I was like, oh, I'm still sitting there like, oh, my God. So this lady pays my whole bill. And I'm not talking about, $200 light bill. I'm talking about, like, my light bill is like $300 and some dollars, like close to $400. And keep in mind, I had been out of work for a while, and so, it was just crazy. So this lady pays my whole bill. She turns around, gives me a hug, and says, Merry Christmas. And I just start boo-hooing. Of course, you all know I'm so sensitive. So I'm just boo-hooing and thanking her. I'm like, oh, my God. I'm crying while I'm walking out of the power company. So that's just a testimony to you single mothers, single fathers out there that may not have it. You don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have it. And you're wondering, like, how am I going to make it happen? Trust God. That's my answer. Trust God, because you never know where your blessing is going to come from. You never know how He's going to do it. You just got to know He's going to do it. You just got to believe that God is going to make a way out of no way. When you think it's impossible, that's when it's possible for God. Like, sometimes we just feel like we got to know how to maneuver all the time. We got to know, okay, well, this is how I'm going to do that, and this is how I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to go here. No, sometimes you just got to be still and let God be God, So that's my testimony to you single moms, single mothers who are struggling during this Christmas season. Stay encouraged. Hold on to your faith. I promise you God is going to work a miracle out for you before this year is over with, and even before Christmas, all right? So, again, thank you all for tuning in with me, your beautiful host, Tanisha Davis. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Tanisha D. Davis. That's TANISHA D. Davis on Instagram. And comment. Let me know what you thought about tonight's episode. Thank you again for such an amazing season. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to our show on iTunes and follow us on iHeartRadio. And from me to you, your family, I'm wishing you a Merry, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we'll be tuning back in with you all the first of the year. Later. Go.